Explore the mystical side of life in a multi-dimensional way. Welcome to Integrative Mystic with Anne Vivian.
I can't wait to go on this Archangel deep dive today with you. We're going to boost our cosmic confidence with Archangel Michael and explore this amazing Archangel, how he can help you, how you can work with him, a little bit about what he's associated with, and how you can apply that and integrate that into your mystical, magical life. So welcome again, my friend. This is Integrative Mystic, and this is where we explore spirituality and self-development in a mind, body, spirit way. This is part of my new Archangel series, and I am going through the Archangels one at a time and giving some creative ritual ideas and techniques for calling upon and working with the Archangels. And in today's episode, I'm going to just refresh your memory a little bit about how I set this up really quick in case this is your first episode, so you know what the heck I'm doing and talking about. We're going to go over my envelope divination or my psychic blindfold communication with Archangel Michael. I'm going to go over the ray, the cosmic ray he's associated with, the Kabbalah, the tree of life, the chakras, different ways of understanding this amazing angel. I'm going to give some ritual ideas for working with him and calling upon him, and tweak them and change them as you are inspired, as is needed. Then I'm going to pull some cards for the week ahead and talk about the collective energy for this week. So please come on in, take a deep breath. Let's step into the warm presence of Michael's protective fire, that angelic courage and enthusiasm and energy. Let's feel ourselves grounded to the earth. We're in the world between worlds. We're connected with the angels. We're connected with the earth. We're connected with our heart. We're connected with each other. So leave your troubles at the door. Come on in. Let's get started. Archangels. Do you work with them? Archangels are high vibrational beings, and they've long been believed to be associated, to have been created, to help humans. Created by our Creator to help us. And archangels are powerful angels who work with us on a larger scale. They work with humanity on more of a collective, larger scale, but they're also available to help us personally. And archangels are always working with us personally, collectively, and they're available. If you call on an archangel personally, that archangelic consciousness will work with you personally. And just a refresher, for each archangel, I'm going over the different rays, depending on the angel. Some are associated with certain rays. What are the 7 rays? The 7 rays of light, it's a concept from Western esoteric traditions. And it's basically breaking up consciousness into 7 different layers, 7 different unique forces or vibrations of consciousness. And they correlate to the 7 chakras. There's 7 colors, like there's 7 colors in the rainbow. And this helps us to, by looking at the rays and the chakras, it helps us to understand the archetypal personality and information of a particular archangel. For each archangel, I used what I call envelope divination. I will also call it a psychic blindfold communication. So I'll use those terms interchangeably. But what I mean by that is I have put each of the archangels' names in separate envelopes and left the envelope blank with the name of the archangel on an index card inside those envelopes. I've shuffled them, and then one at a time, I hold the envelope and tune into the energy of that archangel. That way, hence the name envelope divination or psychic blindfold communication. I don't consciously know what angel I'm communicating with. So I feel like this gives me more objectivity to get more objective psychic information as I'm communicating with my soul, with my sixth sense, which I believe are closely related. And I share that with you so that you can get a personal journey into the Archangel with my psychic communication, and also to encourage you, my friend, to do your own psychic blindfold, your own envelope divination. And you might be surprised as you get information about the Archangel and do research. And you can tune into my shows because I'm giving you, information and research about the Archangels. You can understand more about, first of all, it strengthens your relationship with angel. You might be tuning into a specific part. You do have to trust your intuition enough to do something like this. But if you use it as an experiment, it can be an intuition developer and strengthener as well. And I love it because it helps you cut through assumptions, and it also helps you cut through what other people might associate a certain angel with that is a little bit different from your personal experience of that angel. So you'll get personal experiences of each consciousness of each archangel as you do this psychic blindfold. So I encourage you to do it, but I'm going to share with you the information I got for each angel. I also sometimes include where in the tree of life, what branch or sephira from the tree of life, from the mystical Jewish Kabbalah, the archangel is associated with. And again, it's another helpful way to understand archetypal information about this angel. So today, Archangel Michael is who I'm going to discuss with you. So here's what I got. I'm going to go through kind of each section. I divided this into personality, colors and images, areas that the angel helps with, the message that I got. And those are all the sections I put on the envelope. And so I'm trying to do the same sections for each angel, the same subjects. So I'm going to tell you what I got for the envelope divination. And then I'm going to tell you what the general consensus and research in esoteric literature and whatnot says about Michael. Okay. Personality. So when I'm going to admit something because because I have the courage to admit it to you, my lovely listener. So when I picked up the envelope with Michael in it, obviously I had no idea consciously that this had an index card with the name Archangel Michael on it. But immediately when I picked it up, I thought, this is Michael. And I felt a very powerful energy. But then I dismissed that gut reaction because I felt it was too quick. And I was just trying to, I thought, I'm just trying to, with my logical egoic mind, come up with an angel and to give myself an answer right away. And that's probably not right. So obviously that was right. It was Michael. So I wanted to share that with you. Sometimes we intuitives, we get something and we feel like, no, that can't be right. And then we dismiss it. And then we find out that, oh yeah, that was completely accurate. And it reminds us, don't dismiss it. Don't dismiss your gut reaction, your initial impression. So here's what I got after I dismissed that initial intuition for personality. I felt like this angel is very forward thinking, takes energy to a higher level, this sense of raising a vibration from a lower to a higher level. And I almost sense like raising it towards heaven, and also very intuitive feeling. So personality wise, Michael is associated with the blue ray, or the fifth chakra, or throat chakra. And some associations with the blue ray and the throat chakra are will, divine will, communication, personal expression, and authenticity. Also music, speaking, intuition, and mediumship. Michael is actually known for helping people banish lower and negative energies and entities and raise their vibration. And he's known in metaphysics as a very protective, fiery, and in more traditional Catholic circles, actually, as well, more traditional religious circles, I shall say. He is known as a highly protective, fiery, courage-inspiring angel. And so he's also associated with faith, and truth. So I definitely got the fiery, strong energy when I first picked up the envelope. I dismissed it. And then I tuned into the blue ray energy associated with Michael, that the throat chakra and the taking things to a higher level. And Michael is associated with not only those things, but being able to help people take their life to a higher level. And the color I got a blue green, a light blue green, and I got a yellow. So here we go. Michael is associated with the color blue. You'll see him in paintings wearing blue armor often. And he's associated with the blue ray, which, I wouldn't have thought, thinking about Michael initially. I'd think like red or orange or yellow. And I did get yellow. The main thing I got was like a light blue green. So he is associated with the blue ray. And he also is associated with the color yellow. Some people have reported seeing like a sunny, fiery yellow in visions of him. And so those were different colors that I got. He's also associated with the solar plexus chakra, which is associated with the sun and with that yellow fiery energy. And this is the chakra of confidence. The images I saw around him, I saw gifts, pen, a temple, and an organ and a piano. So I'm not sure about gifts. He's here to give us gifts of the things that followed. But I saw like a package wrapped up. So with the pen though, the pen is obviously, he's associated with expression. He's associated with the throat chakra. The throat chakra is all about your voice, expression, writing, communication. There's also the organ piano. So there's an association there with musical expression. Now, I'm not sure about the temple. Some people believe that Michael presides over an astral temple and associated with God's will. Michael is associated with God's will. And so there's definitely an archetypal agreement with that among a lot of metaphysical folks. So, but the pen and the organ piano made the most sense. I was really tuning into his throat chakra energy when I tuned into Michael with this envelope divination. So when I tuned in and I asked, what can you help humans with? And I was not consciously aware of what angel this was. This is what I got. Getting projects started, using your voice. I help you with rejecting what needs to go. I help you with sorting through the old and releasing it in order to move on to new heights. Yes, yes, yes. So Michael helps you have the courage and the inspiration and energy to get projects started. He helps with life purpose and direction. He helps to inspire motivation and energy. He's known for protection, majorly helping to banish and release lower energies and raise your vibration to a higher level. So in the envelope divination for the message, here's the Archangel message I got. Behold, the trumpet sounds. I give freely to those on this adventure, helping to lift their spirits. I help people realize their greatness and turn away from lower vibrational matters, which are not needed. I uplift people's spirits and we dance together. Call on me to take your life to a higher level. So that was the psychic blindfolded message I got, and makes sense with everything we've been talking about. Realize your greatness. Archangel Michael can help you to be more confident. If you call on him, he can help you with confidence. He can help you with your will. He can help you with life direction. He can help you with self-esteem, energy, inspiration. In the tree of life, he's associated with the Sephra of Hod, which is associated with Mercury. I did not know this. This is so interesting to do this research. And this is associated with mental matters. So the throat chakra, Mercury, communication, expression. Also associated, this branch of the tree of life is associated with truthfulness, being truthful. And it's associated with personal will and God's will. So let's talk about ritual ideas for Archangel Michael. So here are a couple of ideas if you would like to work with this powerful archangel force and consciousness. Obviously, you can always call upon him for protection. I call upon him regularly to cut any disempowering cords that are attached to me, because sometimes cords happen. Doesn't mean people are attacking you. Just sometimes we have a psychic cord or etheric cord or what have you, astral cord, that becomes attached to us, and it's very normal and common. But sometimes it can be draining and not good for your energy. So some people believe no cords are empowering at all, and you should cut all cords, all etheric cords. So I call on Michael I learned this from another healer, Ed Cleveland. If you're listening, I got this from you. So thank you. He said, it's best to ask that all disempowering cords be cut. So that's what I ask Archangel Michael to do. And I encourage you to do the same if you feel like that will be helpful. He's great at, he takes his sword and he's great at cutting. He's great at protection. He's great at boundaries. If you want to call on him for any of those things, call on him. So here are a couple other ritual ideas. So this is a personal will, divine will ritual. Meditate on your personal will and divine will. Call upon Archangel Michael and your higher self for assistance. Put yourself in a meditative state, maybe light a candle. Ask yourself, what is my lower ego's will, my lower ego's desire that wants to be transformed and upgraded to my higher self's will and desire? Sometimes we're in alignment. Our ego is in alignment, our conscious mind is in alignment with our higher self and our goal or our will. Sometimes they are, they're on different wavelengths. They're sort of wanting different things. So here's an example. Identify, as you set this intention in your meditation and you kind of put yourself in a receptive state and see what comes up. Maybe what comes up is your desire to be popular and get more likes on social media or more followers or whatever. So that's perhaps a desire from your lower ego. If it feels like you just want to be popular, right? You just want that little boost from a like, that little that little hormonal boost that you get, someone likes your post or your profile or whatever. And so your higher self might guide you, and Michael might guide you, that what you're really wanting, instead of to be more popular and get more likes, is to speak your truth and be heard, to be able to speak your truth with integrity and make a difference in this world with speaking your truth and spreading this communication from your heart. So those are very different intentions, aren't they? So that's kind of an example of, you might find that, and that helps you to shift how you see that lower ego desire of the likes. Now I can see that what I really want is to, be successful, living my divine purpose and speaking my truth and, reaching the people I want to reach. So you might have some insights and aha moments as you do that little meditation ritual. Another idea for a creative ritual is to speak your truth. Is there something important you need to say in general or to someone specific? Put yourself in that meditative state, maybe light a candle, call on your higher self and Michael to help you tune into what is your truth that you really want to speak, you really need to speak. Write down the words that you get, what it is you really want to say in general or to someone specific, and then ask for help from Michael, from your higher self. Guidance and help in speaking these words with courage and compassion, how to do it, when to do it, if you should do it out loud or perhaps just write a letter and never send the letter. That counts as speaking your truth. Sometimes you just need to express it to the universe. Sometimes you really need to say something to someone. And so I encourage you to trust your intuition, trust your higher self's guidance. Michael can help you with that as well. Candle ritual. Light a blue or yellow candle, the colors associated with Michael. Ask your higher self, ask Michael to help you boost your confidence, your courage, or your self-esteem in balanced ways, in divinely designed ways, in ways that are in harmony with your higher self. And allow yourself to imagine what it's like to feel more courageous or confident. Archangel Michael specializes in this. Here is a campfire ritual idea. Please use safety practices, use your fire safety, obviously. If you're going to, maybe if you're wanting to transmute a fear, if you're wanting to let go of some lower vibrational things in your life, habits or patterns, or maybe relationships or the nature of the relationship, you'd like to transform the nature of a relationship to something more healthy and life-giving. Maybe you'd like to release, some weight or a health issue, or gossip that's been bothering you, or maybe you've been taking part in gossip and you'd like to get rid of that. Maybe you've got some physical clutter. Michael is helping you just get rid of stuff that's holding you down. Okay. So with this ritual, write down what is dragging you down in life, what you feel is dragging you down. Write down your fears and call upon Michael and your higher self to help you transmute them, release them, and maybe even transmute them into blessings and courage, something better, harming none. I like to always put that intention. If I ever do a ritual, I assert my will, or better, in accordance with divine will, in ways that harm none. And so you can write down whatever it is that you want to transmute, whatever lower energies or fears you want to transmute. Write them down, release them safely into the fire, following all fire safety guidelines, and then watch the little pieces of paper, making sure that you have the fire contained and there's no chance that the wind is going to blow it and start a forest fire or what have you. Safely put that paper into the fire and watch it transform. And set your intention that as you witness that paper burning, which is a change and a transformation, your fears and those obstacles and lower vibrational things in your life are transforming. It's very powerful to watch the fire transform a piece of paper, because it really does connect with that archetypal, universal, unconscious archetype of transformation, that consciousness of transformation. And Michael is associated with that fire and with helping you to release and transform these things holding you back. Very powerful stuff. So those were my ritual ideas for working with Archangel Michael. I am now going to switch gears and pull some cards. So I hope you found that helpful. I work with Archangel Michael all the time. He is very helpful with everything I just discussed. And I hope you learned something new. I sure did, exploring his association with the throat chakra, communication, and will. We're now going to look at cards for the week ahead. This is for the week of July 29th, 2022, or whenever you're listening to this podcast is the right time for you to get this message. Happy Leo new moon. This is a great time for Archangel Michael energy. This is very fiery and confident, which are very Archangel Michael-y things. So I pulled some tarot cards, the King of Swords and Justice, for this week. I feel like the general energy for this week favors leadership, decisiveness, favors being a very logical and decisive leader. Maybe we're a leader ourselves. Maybe we're around people who are influencing us. And, I think it's part of the I think energy collectively. I feel people want to be around leaders. People want some sense of order and direction and inspiration. So finding where you can be your own leader and inspire yourself, sometimes coming up with a plan and writing down your goals and ideas can be really helpful for organizing that and giving a direction to your will and to that inspiration and energy and motivation. So, and with justice, I feel like the guidance coming through for this week is to balance your energy. This is also a decisive card. It's about decisions and weighing decisions and making decisions. It could also be associated with legal matters, the court, contracts. So some of us might have those things come up. So I feel like justice is guiding us. Shifting out of shame, that beautiful energy we've been talking about today, the Leo energy too, helps us to be confident, helps us to be decisive and trust ourselves. And so I feel like being self-loving is going to help us make decisions. So don't make a decision out of fear, my friend. Make a decision from your heart. Make a decision from your self-esteem, love of yourself, and love of others, love of spirit. Our angels and ancestors oracle card is Spirit Fox. Trust your talents in changing times. So some of us with Fox spirit animal might be doing some shape shifting. That's exciting. We might be changing and shifting, and we might be going through some transformations. We might be shifting our consciousness. Your talents, it's so important to believe in yourself. And as you do that, it helps you to develop your talents more, trust your talents. So you are very talented, my friend. Yes, you listening to this podcast, you are a talented soul. You're a talented human. And this is your message. This is your message from the universe to believe in your talents. You can always expand them and grow them, but you are already talented just being you. You are already gifted in unique ways. So acknowledge and celebrate your unique gifts. And from this place, make decisions moving forward. From this place, go out and take action. But first, fill your cup and try and get into a place of self-appreciation and recognizing your own unique talents. Even if you aren't 100% sure what they are, they're not developed as much as you want, yada, 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 this, that, and the other. Even so, try and appreciate that you have talents right now, and you have unique gifts to share with the world right now. And appreciate those, celebrate those. Maybe, make a list of evidence for all of the ways I can remember feeling my unique gifts and talents. I want to thank you again so much for tuning in, my friends. I am going to be doing a intuitive dreaming webinar and group, and I'm going to be posting something probably on my YouTube channel if you'd like to check that out. Excited about this class and this webinar. I will be posting probably highlights from on my YouTube channel, so check that out. And I am excited to do some upcoming online classes, manifesting, and in-person groups and classes on dreams and multidimensional manifesting. Please check that out on my website, on my Facebook, on creativepsychestudio.com. My Facebook is Creative Psyche Studio as well. That's also my YouTube channel. Psyche is spelled Psyche. So check it out. Thank you so much for connecting with me. I look forward to connecting with you at a future class or podcast or session. I hope you have a great week, and we'll see you next show. Take care.